Render unto Caesar, while the cross was never God's symbol. Today I want to teach something that Christianity has avoided for centuries. Because once you understand it, the entire cross-centered religion collapses. I want to show you how Jesus' words, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and unto God what is God's, connect directly to the cross, and why the cross never belonged in God's kingdom. Let's walk through this slowly and structurally. Jesus exposed two systems, not one. When they brought Jesus the coin, he asked one question: whose image and superscription is on this? They said, Caesar's. Jesus responded, then give Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and give God what belongs to God. In that moment, Jesus separated Caesar's economy from God's economy, Caesar's authority from God's authority, Caesar's symbols from God's symbols. He drew a line between the empire and the kingdom. And Christianity erased that line. The coin and the cross are the same category. The coin has Caesar's image on it. The cross carries Caesar's sentence on it. Both were Roman property. Both were Roman inventions. Both were Romans' tools of control. Jesus was saying, don't bring Caesar's object into God's domain. But Christianity took the cross, Caesar's object, and made it the centerpiece of the religion. That is the violation Jesus warned them about. The cross is Caesar's property, not God's. The cross is not a holy symbol. It is not a kingdom symbol. It is not a covenant symbol. It is a Roman execution device, a Roman punishment, a Roman political tool, a Roman method of terror, a Roman mark of ownership. Jesus never told anyone to preach the cross. Jesus never told anyone to wear the cross. Jesus never told anyone to build a religion around the cross, because the cross belongs to Caesar. And Jesus said clearly, give Caesar what is Caesar's. So Christianity built this entire religion on Caesar's object. If Christianity obeyed Jesus' words, the cross would have stayed where it belonged, with Rome. But Christianity kept the cross because it was monetizable, marketable, emotional, guilt-producing, visually powerful, easy to merchandise. The cross became the economic engine of the religion. You can monetize death. You can monetize guilt. You can monetize a symbol. But you cannot monetize obedience. You cannot monetize righteousness. You cannot monetize alignment. So the church chose Caesar's symbol over God's kingdom. Now let's talk about render unto God what is God's. Jesus didn't just say, give Caesar his stuff. He also said, give God what belongs to God. What belongs to God? Obedience, righteousness, covenant behavior, stewardship, alignment, the image of God in man, the kingdom, the Father's will. Jesus was saying, give Caesar his objects. Give God your life. Christianity flipped it. Give God Caesar's object. That is the mixture Jesus came to destroy. So understand this. Removing the cross fulfills Jesus' command. If Christianity could no longer preach the cross, it will finally obey Jesus' words. Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. The cross will go back to Rome. The religion will lose its logo. The atonement economy will collapse. The guilt-based system will fall apart. And Christianity will be forced to preach what Jesus actually preached. The kingdom, the Father, obedience, righteousness, covenant identity, alignment, responsibility, separation from empire. The message will shift from death to life, from symbol to behavior, from Rome to God. So the remnant must understand this. The remnant is not called to carry Caesar's symbol. The remnant is called to carry God's image. The remnant is not called to preach death. The remnant is called to demonstrate life. The remnant is not called to repeat Rome's message. The remnant is called to restore God's message. And once you understand that the cross is Caesar's property, and Jesus told you to give Caesar his property back, you can never unsee it, because the truth is simple. Christianity has been preaching the instrument, not the instructor, the symbol, not the scripture, the death, not the discipline, the cross, not the kingdom. And Jesus already told you what to do with Caesar's thing.